everyone. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me this week for another great workout. And while we're talking about joining me, please click subscribe on your YouTube page on my channel, and then you won't miss a single video that I post. I want you to keep doing your workouts and to not miss a thing. So when you hit subscribe, it notifies you when I post a workout every week. And thank you for liking and leaving me a comment. I love comments. Keeps us connected. I miss you all so much, and it helps me to stay motivated. You motivate me, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, so this week's workout, we're going to use a stretchy band and a big exercise ball. Now, if you don't have a big exercise ball and you have a small one, grab the small one because you can substitute with the small one. If you don't have a ball at all, that's okay. You can still do our exercises for this week. Your stretchy band is going to help you get a little deeper into your stretches. If you don't have a stretchy band, grab a dish towel or a men's tie. That works really well because they're long. So this is kind of a part 2 from last week's stretchy exercise, stretchy workout. All right, so to start with, just roll your ball aside, and we're going to use our band. We're going to put your band around your feet and sit up nice and tall. So we want to secure your sit bones down into the mat, rolling your shoulders back, and then think about your neck. You want to stack your ears on top of your shoulder. So you don't want your neck forward. We're going to pull that neck back. Crown of your head is to the ceiling. And it might feel slightly uncomfortable. This is perfect posture. And when you sit up this tall, it automatically pulls your core muscles in nice and tight. So you're protecting your back, opening your chest, pulling your tummy in. Sit here just for a second. So we're going to start to take deep breaths, and as you inhale, I want you to feel your body sit up a bit taller, and then exhale. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine just a little bit taller. See if you can roll those shoulders back a little bit, and then exhale. Good. Inhale, sit up a bit taller. And exhale. Let's do that one more time. Big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Wow, you can really feel that in that lower back. It's great for your posture. Keeps your chest opened up. Okay, now this time we're going to take a big breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to pull your elbows back. Opening your chest a little bit deeper and pinching those shoulder blades together. So you're gonna feel that walnut crack right there. Sitting up tall, we're just releasing your arms. Take a big breath. Start to pull your elbows back. Your arms are close to your body, and pull them behind you. Inhale, release. Now pay attention to your core. As you pull your elbows back, we're pulling your abs in a little deeper. And release. Good. Exhale, pull. Scoop that belly in. And release. So we don't want your elbows out to the side. For this one, we want our elbows close. And release. Good. Let's do a few more. We're going to pull and release. You might feel yourself sit up a bit taller when your elbows are behind you. You can open that chest deeper. Let's do one more. We're going to pull and hold it here. Hold it there. Now make sure your shoulders are not up to your ears. We're going to drop those shoulders down. Keep pulling your elbows back. Good. Your abs should be pulled in nice and tight. Now we're going to do little pulses. So we're going to release just a little bit and pull. Good. Release and pull. release, and pull. So we're not letting your tummy go. It's tight. Shoulders are down, pull. Release and pull. Good. You've got it. Release and pull. Release, pull, release, pull. 2 more. Pull, release. 1 more time. We're gonna pull and release. Rest your arms. You can let go of your band. Wiggle your fingers, roll your wrists. We get to holding our band so tight. Tightens up our fingers. Good. And just give your shoulders a few rolls. Those shoulders back. Now you could be feeling it in your hip flexors from sitting like this. Okay, now we're gonna hold back onto that band. The band is around both feet. One arm is going to stay straight. Now we're going to take your other arm and we're going to pull it back and twist, looking back behind you. Release that arm and sit up tall. Okay? So we still have our crown of our head to the ceiling. Our ears are stacked over our shoulders. We're sitting nice and tall. Your sit bones are grounded into the floor. Let's do the other side. So one arm is straight, and the other arm we're going to pull back and twist. Look back at your elbow behind you. Turn back to the center. Begin to sit up tall, right in the center. Good. Deep breath, switch sides. Pull and twist. Roll up. Good. Pull and twist. Roll up. Now we're leaning back a bit. That's going to activate your core. A little bit harder. If that's too challenging for you to roll back, you can stay sitting tall. Just do a little twist at your waist. Okay, but I encourage you to try to roll back. We want to activate that core a little deeper. And looking back at your elbow gives you a bigger twist in your waist, which works your obliques. Let's do 1 more on each side. Pull and twist. Last one. Pull and twist. Good. Nice job. Okay, release your band, wiggle your fingers out a bit. And then we're going to lift your feet up, and you want to bring your band underneath your heels. So we're supporting that band with your heels because we don't want it to pop up. Okay. Again, sitting tall, shoulders back, your chest is opened up, your neck is long, ears are stacked over your shoulders. Good. All right. Now we're going to hold the band, keep both arms straight, and we're going to lift your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Release on the way down, deep breath. Exhale, lifting your arms. Inhale, bringing your arms down. Keep your arms straight. We're rotating from your shoulders. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. And depending on how long your band is, you may be able to raise your arms a bit higher than I am. But you want to try to get your hands above your shoulders. Good. Lift and down. So by this time, you should be feeling your core pull in nice and deep when you lift. You're using your abs to lift your arms. Nice job. It's good for your triceps along with your shoulders. 2 more. 2 and 1. Nice job. Okay, let's take our feet off that band, and I'll let you sit how you're comfortable. Good. Stretch out that back a little bit. All right. So we're going to hold your hands, your arms out in front of you with your hands even with your shoulders, straight out in front of you. Sit up tall, and we're gonna align your spine, ears over your shoulders. Start to pull on your band. Good, just hold it here a second. Start to feel those triceps. Take a deep breath. And we're gonna raise your arms overhead. Hold it here. Hold it here. Feel those shoulders stretch apart. Try to open your arms a bit wider. Good. Again, don't let your shoulders come up to your ears. Bring them down. Now we're going to keep our sit bones down into the floor and bend at your waist off to one side. Now the arm that's closest to the floor, we're going to try to pull on that band and bring it closer to the floor. Roll all the way up, reaching both arms up to the sky. Other side. Start to bend at your waist and pull that bottom arm down a little deeper towards the floor. And roll up. Take a deep breath. Other side. Exhale. And inhale. Other side. Exhale. Inhale. Keep switching sides. Nice big breath. Keep that oxygen flowing through your bloodstream. All the way up. Great job. One more each side. Bend and reach straight up. Sit up tall. Other side. Bend and reach. Rest your arms. Great shoulder stretch. Good for the obliques. Nice upper body stretch. Good. Okay, now we're going to reach your arms straight out in front of you. Start to pull on that band. So make sure your hands are even with your shoulders. Good. And then pull on your band. Keep those shoulders down, sitting tall. This time we're going to twist at your waist. Twist. And then come back to the center. Other side. Twist. And come back to the center. Keep switching sides. So let your gaze follow your twist. Come back to the center. Good. So you're turning your neck as you're turning your upper body. So I don't want you to strain your neck. Keep your tummy in tight. Back to the center. Good. I'm sure you're feeling it in your shoulders. I sure am. Let's do one more each side. Keep pulling on that band. Last time, twist and center. Rest your arms. Great job. Roll those shoulders out a little bit. Good. Let's reach your arms out to the side. Give yourself a big hug. Oh, goodness, that feels good. And from here, bend forward, relax your neck. Start to roll up and release your arms. Good, let's cross the other one on top. Nice tight hug. Walk those fingers back on your shoulder blades and roll forward. Relax your neck as you roll forward. Take your time and roll up. Good. Release your arms. Now let's take your arms and we're going to bring them behind your back. You're going to hold on to your wrist. I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Go. You're going to hold on to your wrist, pull your arms up, lift your arms behind you, and roll forward. Let's roll up, sit up nice and tall. Now switching hands, hold on to your other wrist. Okay, lift your arms and then roll forward. Relax your neck. Keep lifting your arms. And roll up. Release your wrist. Roll those shoulders a little bit. Good. Nice job. Okay, let's grab your band and we're going to lay down on the floor. All the way down onto your back. We're going to take the band and put it around 1 foot and bring that leg straight up to the ceiling. Okay, so you want to have a neutral spine on the mat. Your hips are tipped up just a little bit. Your belly's pulled in nice and tight to protect your lower back, and your shoulders are down away from your ears. So you should feel those shoulder blades lay flat to the mat. Okay, we're going to give the band a little pull and bring your leg a little closer to you. Try to keep your leg as straight as you can. If you need to bend it a bit, go ahead and do that. But the goal is to stretch your leg straight up. And by using the band, we're going to flex your foot, pushing with your heel to the ceiling. That helps to lengthen your leg. Stretch out that hamstring. We're pulling with our bicep to keep our shoulders down away from our ears. So use that bicep to pull. Now we're going to start to make small circles on the ceiling with your leg. So your entire leg from your hip flexor is circling. Just nice and small. You want control over this circle. So your hips are steady. They're secure to the floor. Tummy's pulled in tight. You just want to lubricate that ball joint in your hip. Good. Let's go the other direction. Let's reverse it. Just continue with that small circle. And as you're circling, you're pulling that leg in towards you. Good. Just get that stretch in your hamstring. It might not feel so good, but your hamstring appreciates it, needs it. Good. Let's do one more circle. Good. Stop in the center. Make sure your leg is aligned with your hips, straight up and down. Keep your tummy pulled in tight. And you might need to walk your hand down your band just a little bit. We're going to lower this leg down just to hover the floor. So we're not going to touch the floor. Use your tummy. Exhale, lift your leg, and we're going to pull it in towards you. So we're pulling on that band, and you can use your other arm too, your other hand. Inhale, lower your leg, just hover the floor. So we want to keep that neutral spine. Hips are tipped up a bit. And then exhale, pull that leg towards you, pull on your band. That deep stretch. Good. Inhale, lower your leg, hover the floor. Exhale, lift your leg. Use your bicep to pull that leg in towards you. Inhale. Exhale, lift your leg. Inhale, lower. Good. Exhale, lift. Lower and lift. Lower and 2 more. Hover the floor and lift your leg, pull it to you. 1 more. Lower. Now we're gonna lift your leg and hold it here. And you can walk your hand up a little bit higher. Try to pull that leg in towards you a little bit deeper. Good. See if it's loosened up a bit. Let's release your leg and take the band off your foot and switch legs. Bring the other foot into the band, and we're gonna hold your leg straight up and start to pull your leg towards you. Good. So as you're holding this stretch, we wanna check our spine, make sure it's neutral, hips are tipped up, your shoulders are down. You're using your bicep to pull your leg to you. Let's take a deep breath. Okay, now we're going to keep that neutral spine, tummy pulled in tight, and begin to lower your leg. We're going to hover the floor. Keep your tummy tight and lift your leg. And we're going to pull that leg towards you as you lift. Inhale, lower. Use your abs. Exhale, lift. Shoulders down. Lower and lift. So we're really just using the tie to get that deeper stretch. You want to use your core to lift your leg. Okay. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Hover the floor, check your spine, and lift. Lower, and lift. You got it. Good job. Lower, and lift. Let's do 1 more. Lower your leg. Pull that leg to you and just hold it there. Bring those shoulders down away from your ears. It's a good time to see if that leg's loosened up a little bit. Deep breath. Let's release your leg. We're going to take the band off your foot. And let's bring both knees to your chest. So we're going to wrap the band around both feet and bring your legs straight up to the ceiling. Now, if your knees are bent, that's completely fine. The goal is to try to stretch your legs straight up. So we're going to take our elbows and pull them down to the ground. So your elbows are tucked in next to your body. Good. From here, we're going to pull your legs towards you. Just hold it there. Hold that stretch. Try to keep your elbows down on the floor. This makes you use more of your body weight to pull your legs in towards you. I'll show you the difference in a second. Big breath. Let's release your legs straight up to the ceiling. Release your band. Now walk your hands a little higher up on that band, okay? We're gonna pull on the band and pull your legs towards you. Now do you see how you're using more of your arms to pull your legs versus your body weight? So we're using more of the band. It's helping us, which is fine. Sometimes we want to use that body weight, so let's do it again. So we're going to walk our hands about halfway down on the band and then pull your elbows to the floor. Now we're going to use your core and use your legs to pull in towards your body and hold it here. So we're pulling on the band, but our elbows are staying on the floor. Deep breaths. Okay, let's release your legs straight up, and we'll do the other stretch now. So we're gonna walk our hands higher on the band up towards your feet. Keep your arms straight, and then pull on your band. So I'm sure you can feel the difference. Take a deep breath. This way is a little easier to get your hips off the floor if you're going to roll all the way back. But we are just stretching our hamstrings, so don't worry about rolling all the way back. Okay, let's release that stretch. And now take your feet and we're gonna widen them so they're a little wider than your hips. Hold on to that band, okay? And now we're gonna take our feet and stretch them apart a bit wider and then together. So we're working those abductors, the outside of your hips, this area right here. A lot of you like those machines in the gym. Push it open, push, and then release. Good. Push and release. Good job. Keep your tummy pulled in tight. And you're just holding onto the band for support so the band doesn't come off your feet. Relax your arms. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Big stretch, open and together. And if your band is longer, you'll be able to stretch a little deeper. 2 more. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, let's bring your feet closer together now. And we're going to hold on to the band. Now we're going to take both of our legs and we're going to twist from your hips. So we're going to turn both of your legs in one direction. So your shoes or your feet are facing off to one side, but you're feeling a lift in your hip. So we're twisting and pinching that oblique side to side. Good. So this is called clocking. Yeah. Pinching your oblique side to side. So you're lifting that hip to your rib cage. And just keep alternating sides. So think of a clock. This is why it's called clocking. And one oblique is 3 o'clock. The other is 9 o'clock. 3 and 9. Good. Nice job. Twist and twist. One more each side. Twist. Good. Bend your knees, take the band off your feet. Let's place your feet on the floor and then take your band and we're going to secure it around your hips, the lower part of your hips. And then once it's around your hips, you're going to hold on to it with your hands and press your palms down into the floor. So we're going to hold that band securely around your hips. Shoulders down away from your ears. Slide them down. Take a deep breath. We're going to do a glute bridge and squeeze those glutes. We're pressing against the band. So we're pulling that band down into the floor and release. Good. Big glute squeeze. Squeeze and release. Good. Deep breath. Squeeze and release. Lift and release. Lift and release. This is not only good for your glutes, it's good for your lower back, your lower abs. Deep breath. Lift and release. You'll feel it in your hamstrings, stretching your quads, and great for your knees. It's an easy on the knees exercise. Let's do 2 more. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, let's take the band off your hips. Open your arms out to the side. Let's lower both knees off to one side, twisting at your spine, and turn your head the opposite direction. Stretch up that lower back before we sit up. Take a deep breath. You always want to stretch your chest the best you can. Open up that chest, pushing your shoulder down. Start to lift your knees to the center, and then off to the other side, turning at your waist, turning your head the opposite direction of your knees. Take a deep breath, pushing that back shoulder down to the floor. Take your upper body. We're going to turn to the side. Your knees are on the floor and push yourself up. Good. Okay, let's set your band aside and grab your ball. Okay. So we're going to lay down on your side. Now, whether you have a big ball or a small ball, we're going to bring it between your legs. Lay all the way down onto your side. Now make sure your hips are stacked on top of each other. The ball is as secure as it can be. Tummy pulled in tight. You can place your top arm down on the floor for support. So we're going to lift your legs up off the floor. I want you to squeeze your obliques. So as we lift, we're lifting with your hip and then lower. Good. Lift with your hip and then bring it down. Lift with your hip and down. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Nice job. Okay, now we're going to keep our top leg up on the ball and put some pressure on that top leg. Okay? Now take your bottom leg. We're going to use your inner thigh. Again, you can place your hand on the floor if you need to. Belly scooped in tight. We're going to lift that bottom leg, squeezing your inner thigh. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So we're going to push with your top leg into the ball and lift. Lift and lower. You got it. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift and down. Nice job. Okay, let's take that top leg. We're going to place your foot up on the ball with your knee bent. And then we're going to roll the ball out, stretch your leg, and push with your heel. Bend your knee, roll it in, and then push with your heel, roll it out. Stretch your leg out. Bend your knee in and roll it out. Good. So you should feel that deep stretch in your inner thigh, and then push with that heel, stretch that calf. Good. Roll it in and push it out. Roll it in and out. Let's do 2 more. In, out. One more. Perfect. Good. Bring your leg down. Let's push yourself up and switch sides with your ball. So we're going to start with the ball between your legs. Okay. And place your hand on the floor for support. Take a deep breath. We're going to lift both legs up off the floor and then lower. So I want you to concentrate on your hip. So we're lifting with your hip and lower. Feel that feel your hip bone come up to your rib cage. Really get a good pinch there. Pinch. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You got it. 2 more. 2 and 1. Nice job. Okay, we're going to keep your top leg up on the ball. Take your bottom leg and bring it out in the front. Okay, we're going to use that inner thigh. Lots of pressure on the ball with your top leg. Take a deep breath and squeeze your inner thigh. Lift that bottom leg. Use your hand on the floor if you need to. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Lift and lower. So you can see how you can use a small ball to do these exercises also, or anything that's unstable. A big pillow. Just want something to give your body some instability, to work your core a little bit harder. Let's do 1 more. Lift and lower. Good job. Okay, now we're going to turn your legs so your knee's facing the ceiling and your foot is on the ball. We're going to roll the ball in with that stretch, inner thigh, and then flex your foot, rolling out, press with your heel. And we're going to roll in, big stretch, roll out, push with your heel. In and out. So you want to keep that knee facing the ceiling. Roll in and push out. Roll in and push. Let's do 1 more. Good. Nice job. Bring your leg down. Let's push yourself up. Sit how you're comfortable. And let's sit with the ball off to the side. Off to one side. Okay? Let's put your hand on the ball. Take your opposite hand. We're going to roll over your head and roll the ball out away from you. Push down into that ball. So you want to stretch your shoulder. Just hold that stretch. Let's roll back in. Bring that opposite arm down. Let's try that 1 more time on that side. Over, bending at your waist. Deep breath. And then roll back in. Good. Let's try the other side. Okay, you want your hand on the ball. Opposite hand out to the side. And roll over your head. Roll the ball out. You want to feel that stretch in your shoulders, so take that ball out a little farther if you need to. Let's roll back in. Bring your arm down. 1 more time. Overhead, roll out. And roll back in. Good. Now bring the ball in front of you. Both hands on top of the ball, and we're going to roll the ball out in front, Start with a flat back. So I'm going to stretch all the way down to that lower back. And try not to drop your neck. Just look forward. You want to keep your neck aligned with your spine. So you do have some pressure on the ball, stretching your shoulders. And then roll all the way up. Good. One more time. Roll out. And roll back in. Nice job. Thanks for working out with me. It was fun to have you. I look forward to next time. You take care. And it's all good. Bye-bye, friends.